A couple of days ago, I made a video about what I wanted to see changed in Helldivers. And that got me thinking, what would I want to see added? And to be honest, I think I got some pretty good ideas. Getting straight into it, the first thing that popped up in my head was these computers. As it stands currently, they do absolutely nothing. So I was like, why not have some type of ship shop here? Now let me explain what I mean by this ship shop. If you've played Lethal Company before, then you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who have not played Lethal Company before, basically how it works in Lethal Company is you get credits, but at the same time you got to use your credits to unlock stuff that's going to help you on the mission. But once you have everything on the mission that you want to unlock or that you needed to unlock, you then get to start buying cosmetics. And some cosmetic things could be removing the bars from this window, resulting in something like this. On the left is how it currently is, where there's bars here. But on the right is without the bars. Now I know it probably needs to be there for structural integrity and that we don't blow up, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. But let me get rid of it. And we could just name it nano cloaking technology. Look, I know I'm not the best with names, but just bear with me. In other additions to the shop, we could have disco balls, like action figures or something of the enemy types we're going against, or ourselves. And we can also have like seasonal things like Christmas trees. Next thing within the same area could be some type of trophy case for our weapon and stratagem mastery. And this would be on the armory side. And since there's just this armor set there that doesn't really do much, we could have it go in and flip out a trophy case. And then on the trophy case, it just shows your highest kill weapons and stratagems are. And it could be like bronze, silver, gold trophy. Maybe even a diamond one, who knows? And I'm not gonna lie, this might just be a little bit of COD brain rot. But come on, who doesn't like diamond camo? Let's be serious. And I know there's already a way to see your stats, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the individual stratagem and weapons, not just all eagles, all orbitals, and just all kills. I want to see my Liberator Penetrator with 3 total kills because it sucks. And for the last thing within this category of helpful, not so helpful things is the ability to change the channel on the TV. This one's pretty self-explanatory. And to see local high scores for stratagem heroes, which is also self-explanatory. Moving past cosmetics and things of that nature, we'll talk about the stuff that people would actually get some real use out of. First being a shooting range. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't think there's room in the ship for this. So my proposal is we go back to Mars, where we trained at to become a Helldiver, and we access the shooting range there. And within this shooting range, we can have it show the damage numbers against each enemy type for both our weapons and stratagems, so we can have real deep dives on the stats and what's best in what situation if we wanted to. It'd also just be really cool to get a feel for certain weapons before loading into a mission, because as most of you know, when you first load into a mission with that Liberator Penetrator on Helldive, it doesn't do anything. It sucks. And it'd be nice to know if a weapon is good or bad before I load it in to a mission, because I'm already on Helldive, which is enough for the challenge of itself, getting swarmed. But if I'm getting swarmed and I can't kill anything, now we got 2 different problems. But that's the last time I'm gonna bring up the Liberated Penetrator. Next on my handy to-do list here is the option to set default firing modes for certain weapons. To be honest, this only applies to 4 weapons in the game, for me at least. That being the railgun, the 2 LMGs, and the fire shotty. For the railgun, we all know unsafe mode. If you don't use unsafe mode, you're a coward. For the fire shotty, I don't like how the way burst mode feels in this game, so I just stick to semi. Gets the job done. And with the 2 LMGs, I like it when they go burr. You know, looking at it, I think this really would only help me. I feel like I'm the only person that wants this change. I don't know, sometimes I'll just call down a new railgun when I'm out of my old one and forget that it's not in unsafe mode and sit there and charge it like an idiot. All right, this one for sure would help some people, and that would being able to underhand things, whether that be nades or stratagems. Because there's been a couple of times where it's like, I need to get it right over this ledge, but if I overhand it, I'm going to send it to the stratosphere because we have a cannon of an arm. But if I was able to underhand or just even do like a lighter overhand toss, a lob, I'd get it precisely where I wanted to and be able to take out whatever I was attacking. The first example that comes to my mind when talking about this is if you spawned on a rock off of your respawn and they're just piled below you. You can't drop, because if you drop, you're going to die. But you also don't have enough nades to take out everything. So if you're just able to call in a 500 kilogram bomb directly on top of them, job finished. It might cost you your life, but you'll be back. They won't. This next one, I think, would increase mission success rate if it was added. But because of that, this most likely won't be added. And that would be the ability to zoom in on the deployment map. If you was able to zoom in on this screen, drops would be way more precise. Because right now it's currently like, oh yeah, there's enemies here, or you're safe here. But when you drop, that was quote unquote safe here, you're right next to the enemy still, which can sometimes just cause a bug spawn or a reinforcement drop from the bots. And then you're stuck fighting or running away. You shouldn't run, you coward. But yeah, you're just sitting there stuck fighting. And ultimately, this just either ends up depleting your reinforcement count or your time. In most cases, it's both. But as I've said, this would most likely significantly increase mission success chance if you could precisely drop in. My last thing on the list was flashes/stuns, which they just so happened to announce not too long ago. So, bravo, Arrowhead. Why are you reading my documents? In all seriousness, though, this is going to help solo play tremendously, especially for bugs. Because sometimes with bugs, you get swarmed so much that you're stuck running the opposite direction, diving away from chargers for like 5 minutes straight. And I feel like just being able to stun them to get around back to your resupply box or to call in ordnance and hit majority of the targets, it's going to make dealing with this way easier. For group play, I don't think it's going to change much. Only problem I can see with this though is obviously you can't get rid of bug holes and outposts with this. At least I think. It would make sense for you to be able to get rid of it with a stun grenade, but we'll see how it plays out. That's the end of the video, though. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you want added, or if you think what I want added is a bunch of malarkey. Other than that, we got democracy to spread, brothers. Let's get to it.